The I Ching is a living transmission of the divine, of consciousness. The I Ching, the Book of Change, is a map of the 64 changing cosmic frequencies of life, of consciousness. This is an ancient wisdom from thousands of years ago that was used to track and harmonize with the forces of nature in order to guide the people, an empire, a civilization. In the 1960s, humanity discovered the 64 genetic codons, our DNA. Magically, they have the same mathematical formula, the same exact geometry as the 64 I Chings. Every 6 days, the sun activates one of these 64 I Ching frequencies, which activates within us a corresponding genetic codon, which stimulates our consciousness, the theme of the life. When we enter into contemplation with a particular I Ching, especially with the I Ching the sun activates each week, then life sends us the experiences we need to unlock the shadow, which raises our vibration and awakens the divine within. The intention of this video is to serve you in the highest blessed way. This is abstract energy of sensing, so receive this message with your heart and body. This week, our beautiful sun, the sun within us, our consciousness, the life, is activating the 58th I Ching. The transformational path of this frequency moves us from the shadow of dissatisfaction to the highest vibration of bliss, and it's via the path of vitality. From all the 64 shadow frequencies, dissatisfaction has a beauty to it. And that's because dissatisfaction draws us upward and unites all human beings. Even the masters had to move through dissatisfaction. But of course, the state of dissatisfaction is not a pleasant energy to be in, whether you're the perpetrator or the receiver. In this era, it would be hard to find a person that is not dissatisfied. And I say this era because it wasn't always this way. We used to be more satisfied, more content. We used to be happy, peaceful beings. What spoiled the earlier days of innocence was a shadow creeped in, a part of our consciousness mysteriously separated from its source. It became lost somewhere in the void of space and time, and an ache began, an ache to return home. All creatures participate in this ache. It unites all beings. Look around yourself. Look at the lives of others close to you. Do they appear truly satisfied? But really, deeply, do they look satisfied? Is there anything inside you that feels complete, that feels whole? Can you imagine a state of utter satisfaction? Of course, we all had those moments, precious, fleeting moments, experiences, when our frowns are wiped away by something beautiful, something magical, something breathtaking, those precious, precious moments. But our underlying state is one of incompleteness. So we all became seekers, which is the manifestation of seeking. The 58th I Ching is part of the codon ring of seeking. The 52nd shadow, the programming partner of the 58th I Ching, is the shadow of stress. Stress is a kind of seeking. So is aggression and hatred if you're able to stretch your awareness. Each shadow state is an attempt to fill the void, the vacuum left by the cosmic hole that we feel inside. So seeking can be both positive and creative, as we will see in the gift vibration, or it could be negative and destructive at the shadow. When seeking is unconscious, it's destructive, very far from beautiful. What is beautiful is the underlying truth of its energy, but the expression can be horrendous. The 58th shadow is a field in the world, which may be responsible for some of the greatest atrocities and conflicts in the world. The dilemma of the 58th shadow is all about rhythm. There's a natural rhythm that unites all creatures, that leads to joy and peace. When we're not in tune with that rhythm, then we feel dissatisfied, disturbed inside, and we fight against the rhythm, like swimming upstream against the current. In our frustration, anger, misery, and numbness, we will decide to do just that, as we may be empty, bored, lost, depressed, desperate, so we do anything to get a reaction from life, and that reaction usually causes more suffering to you and others. Underneath every human behavior is the same seed of dissatisfaction, and there is the beauty that we all are brothers and sisters on the same journey. We all share in the same ache. So we have to put ourselves in the right rhythm to our seeking, and we need to learn the hard lessons over many lifetimes that seeking pleasure on the outside can never, ever, ever remove the ache on the inside. It will never remove the dissatisfaction that we feel in our soul, in our inner world. The 58th gift, the way to alchemize the shadow and raise the vibration, vitality. As awareness begins to arrive in life, we begin to see a gradual transformation occur. This is the transformational way from the shadow vibration to the gift vibration. The gift is revealed from within, from inside us, through a series of insights, breakthroughs that come about as we meet life face to face, which takes courage. We have to let life cut through us as we learn to bow to our suffering. The ancients named this hexagram, this frequency, the joyous. How can we have joy without sadness? Loss is a part of human life. We all lose those we love, and how we deal with that loss is a deep, deep part of our learning within this frequency. Loss actually contains vast reserves of vitality, as this is the gift of vitality, the powerful energy of life. It all depends on the quality of your soul. How much have you learned in the course of your lives? Everything is here for us to learn, grow, and evolve from. Those we love leave us. Our hearts get attached, and then they get broken. And then we have to heal over and over and over again. Yet there's this deep undercurrent of tenderness at work in all this. We don't remember our other lives. We're mostly still asleep in the drama. Life is not about loss. We never lose the things and people we love. Not really. We carry them in our heart. Everything we touch, everything we love becomes a part of us, and therefore it increases our vitality. So all the people you have ever loved all your lives, when your heart opens, absolutely opens, they will be there standing in front of you. I mean this metaphorically and literally. They are there because they are aspects of you and you of them. You will also see them reborn in the souls of the people around you. The I Chings can teach us many, many things. One of the greatest teachings, that loss is not what it seems. Loss is actually an opening to greater joy. The ones who appear to have left actually are allowing us to feel more whole. And that is their sole reason for leaving. Of course, there's other reasons rooted in universal law that we can't see. Essentially, the whole game of seeking is about moving deeper into joyousness. It's the wound that makes us whole. It's the dissatisfaction that drives us towards the essential, and the essential is love. So when awareness arrives, it's as though the most beautiful dawn has come into your being, and you become a cultivator of seeds. You use the experiences of life to bring more light into your heart, and it takes time. It takes lifetimes. Awareness is like soft rain that falls upon the dissatisfaction, and then it sprouts into creativity and service. And this is the great secret of this I Ching, service, to serve the whole, to serve the other. To use that seeking energy, that precious fuel to help others, not as a means to escape your own feelings, but as a means to feel human, to feel like you have a higher purpose. That purpose is in some way to improve an aspect of the world, of the whole. There's a great tradition in all the major religions of the world of service, serving others that are less fortunate. Why do you think that is? I know these days it's become more of a custom and a bit stale. But originally, it was an impulse from those that raised their consciousness to greater heights. As you purify and refine your life force, your vitality, it becomes more of an urge to help others. The more you give, the more your vitality grows. It's an open secret. Try it. Do something unexpectedly giving and see how the gift of vitality returns to you. And then you will see through the heart of the great mystery of life. The 58th city, the highest vibration, bliss. The moment there is a pause, stillness, and our awareness turns inward, the bliss, the joyous is there. It has always been there. But then life, responsibilities, others, or anything can draw you back out again into the outer senses, and the bliss moves into the background as the awareness backs out. So bliss never leaves us. It's our background state. But our awareness moves and breathes with the flow of life. Only awareness moves. The deeper we anchor into awareness, the deeper we experience bliss. True bliss is utter stillness. It's unmoving, unflinching. It's eternal. I'm Parry this week to create space, get to higher awareness, notice your thoughts, feel all the sensations fully that come up in the body this week. Shine the light of awareness to the shadow of dissatisfaction, that sense of incompleteness, that ache. Feel it deeply within your inner being. Breathe into it. Breathe all the way down to your belly. Be blessed.